Today on X-Play. Starships. Seaships. And getting the ship knocked out of you. Explore the universe.
I can't wait for the action to start.
It's X-Play.
Prepare to be reviewed.
Adam Sessler. Morgan Webb.
Prepare to be reviewed.
Prepare to be reviewed. This is X-Play.
They're Strudel fans. It's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Hello! X-Play is on and it's time for you to watch.
If my network is proving anything to us, it's that if you put something on TV, people will watch it.
And if it involves Morgan Fairchild slapping Bo Derek, I will watch it.
We unfortunately cannot afford Morgan Fairchild's day rate, so we review games.
Games like Ship Simulator, a game which simulates ships.
Mostly you get to wreck oil tankers and see how many sea otters you can take out with you.
We also preview SmackDown vs. Raw 2007, a beautiful tribute to the favorite sport of America's least literate classes.
And later in the show, we review Star Fox Command for the DS, which proves small forest mammals are good for more than making coats.
But we begin with the greatest science fiction franchise to ever exist, other than Red Dwarf, of course. Star Trek, the series that finally let us know what it sounds like when warrior species with spines in their foreheads decide to make love.
To this meditation of the best the universe has to offer in the way of democracy and jumpsuits, I say engage. Here's Star Trek Legacy. Space, the final frontier. There are so many mysteries out there in space, like Pluto. Yeah, apparently Pluto's not a planet anymore. Thankfully, there's been one constant in space over the last 40 years. No, not Skylab. Star Trek. And this is our preview of Star Trek Legacy. Unlike past attempts, this game will cover the entire Star Trek series. Yes, Trekkies, the gang's all here. The original series, The Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, Enterprise, and even the oft-overlooked Star Trek The College Year.
Na 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 na.
The game plays like a squad-based shooter, but instead of controlling a pack of cookie-cutter World War II soldiers, you'll command a fleet of kick-ass spaceships. And the game has over 60 of said kick-ass spaceships from the entire Star Trek fleet. As captain, you'll control their movement, weapons, targeting, cloaking, energy allocations, and a whole bunch of other Trek-centric elements. Set phasers, too. Awesome. In the single-player campaign, you'll start in the Enterprise era with a small fleet of Federation ships. As you progress, ships and characters from the original series become available. From there, it's on to the Next Generation and a little place we like to call Picardville. Multiplayer mode allows you to command the Federation, of course, as well as the Romulans, Klingon, or the Borg. Take it on to Xbox Live, and you and your buddies can shoot the crap out of each other while spouting insults in Klingon. Who's the nerd now? Still not convinced that someone could finally make a good Star Trek game? Maybe recently outed former Star Trek cast member George Takei can convince you.
This game looks super sweet! Oh, hey, Sessler. Great party last weekend. Sweet!
Here's the part that's really gonna stardate your captain's log, whatever that means. Star Trek Legacy will be voiced by all 5 captains from all 5 series. That means you'll get the real deal, not some imposters like in previous Star Trek releases.
These are the voyages of the Star Trek Enterprise. Captain Riker, get in my office. Why? Because you're a loose cannon. We're on a Star Trek in space. Yes, bring Worf, because he's in trouble too. Geordi, get your ass in here right now. Captain, my computer screen is showing there's a lot of aliens outside the ship right now.
Long story short, this game looks awesome. Check out Star Trek Legacy for the Xbox 360 this fall. And check out Star Trek The College Years in my dreams.
As this is G4, home of 22 hours of Star Trek a day, we have a highly ambivalent attitude towards the Jean-Luc Picard.
Because we hate the French and their existentialist, libertine, truffle-hunting ways.
But we do love Jean-Luc Picard as a person. His work at the Battle of Maxia should be enough to redeem his status as a cheese-eating surrender monkey.
X-Play is all about corporate synergy, from reminding you to tune into Arrested Development to encouraging you to visit G4TV.com to learn more about my hair care regimen.
In that spirit, here's a preview for a new show scheduled to start airing on X-Play this fall.
It's moderately outrageous behavior.
Did you read that company-wide email?
No, which one?
The one that said...
It's moderately outrageous behavior.
Moments away, it's wrestling time. And later, Star Fox on X-Play.
Introducing Envy from Verizon Wireless. A phone, camera, multimedia center with full keyboard for instant messaging. Exclusively from Verizon Wireless.
So, where do you think this guy should move?
I'd say this way. And let's make sure that sound effect we used in the last level fits in here too.
This one?
Yeah.
You know, I'm so glad I got into game design. It's cool to be able to create the kind of games that we play.
I know what you mean. And the training at Collins College takes less time than most people might think.
Can you believe we get paid to do this?
For a complimentary DVD, call 888-823-0999. Operators are standing by. That's 888-823-0999. Call now.
What is it, Bob?
You can take this job.
Yeah, you take this job and shove it. Blah, blah, blah. So you're quitting, huh?
Yep, I'm going to be my own boss.
I bet you're going to be your own boss. What do you know about being your own boss, Mr. Entrepreneur? Gonna buy a business, start from scratch? How about startup money?
Whoa.
Even know where to get startup money?
My brother.
Got a plan, a program, a mentor, Bob? You can't be your own boss without them.
I can't?
You're pathetic. You need an Entrepreneur of the Year nominee, Bruce A. Berman's book and CD. It's called I Got Here, You Can Too. Want to be rich, Bob?
That's the idea.
Then you gotta buy his book and CD. It shows exactly how Berman made a fortune being his own boss, and you can too. Want to start making money now, Bob?
Sure.
Thanks, guys. I'm Bruce A. Berman. If you want to make $5,000, $10,000, even $15,000 a month right now from the comfort of your own home, then you don't have to buy my book. I will give you a free copy of my book and my Making Money CD. Together, they're over $100 value. This limited time offer is available only on my website below. So go to my website now.
Attack of the Show. I can't wait to get my hands on it.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to the source for all the things you care about.
Oh, my God!
In the Loop.
Is it over for Sony before it even begins? They're still the brand leader in this.
Fresh Ink.
If you're like a guy that's trying to get your girlfriend into comics, this is a great book.
Around the Net.
Funny, satirical, provocative.
I love this show every frickin' day.
Attack of the Show. Tonight at 7, only on G4.
Moderately contagious behavior.
Hey, Joe.
Huh?
Isn't that my coffee cup?
This? Oh, yeah, but I washed it.
But you were sick last week, dude.
Just a little bit.
Moderately contagious behavior.
High school wrestling taught them tenacity. It's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Welcome back to X-Play. Legend has it that a Welsh prince named Brendan crossed the Atlantic in the 6th century. He taught the Indians Welsh, then sailed back. This is complete crap, especially because the Welsh didn't have actual boat technology, but instead sailed around in giant baskets covered with tar.
Adam's point is that ships kick ass. They let us do cool stuff like engage in the spice trade and invade Grenada. Few of us get to actually feel what it's like to helm a giant Empress of the Seas, but for every activity we can't do ourselves, there is a simulator. In this case, Ship Simulator.
I know this game. This is the one where you're the FBI agent vacationing on a cruise ship when it's taken over by militants that were stowed in the lifeboats or whipped into a frenzy by American pheromones. It's called Terrorists on a Ship.
Adam, that's actually not the game we're reviewing.
Oh, you're right. My mistake. So this must be that game about the mysterious ship that appeared out of nowhere? You're Lieutenant McSteelface of the Navy SEALs, and you discover that it's infested with zombies. You have to kill your way back to the land of the living. Welcome to the world of all hands on deck.
Adam, that's not it either.
It's not?
No, this is Ship Simulator.
What do you mean? That game was so boring. I thought it was a joke when I played it.
I know. I did too. We all did. Hell, they even fooled Captain Rummy.
Aye, 'tis true, Adam. Move over. Let me get to the mic. I fell for it like an anchor in a blow-up swimming pool. Yar! I'm not fit for the sea anymore.
Captain Rummy, don't say things like that.
Okay, Captain. Okay. It's gonna be all right. Let's just try to put this behind us and go on with the review. Okay?
Sure, I guess. Well, it's called Ship Simulator, and it's for the PC. Ship Simulator? They couldn't come up with anything more enticing?
Says here the original title was Drive a Virtual Ship on Your Computer Using Your Keyboard and Mouse.
Wow, that's somehow worse. Is drive even an applicable verb? I guess Ship Simulator it is. In this game, you get to captain any number of vessels from the nerdy harbor patrol to the ultra-sexy cargo container ship. For a second, we thought the game might actually be exciting when we got behind the wheel of the powerboat. We thought it'd be like Miami Vice. Turns out it's too much like Miami Vice. You can't understand what anyone is saying, and despite a few decent action scenes, it's still boring. To find any hint of satisfaction, we resorted to ramming other vessels.
Yar!
The developers tried to throw some missions in, but really, when someone's timing your boring activity, it just makes it frustrating instead of fun. I mean, it took 5 minutes just to get the Titanic moving. Is it realistic? Yes. Is it exciting? Certainly not. Unless, of course, you're into that. Then I suppose it's sufficiently decent as Sims go. At least they're not offering a ridiculous third-party ship control unit like the steering wheels for driving games or yokes for flight simulators.
Actually, they do have one of those available for the hardcore sailing enthusiasts.
All right, that tears it. I've had it with this game. Why don't they just make a clock-watching sim next time? It would be just as exciting.
Whoa, he just left. Sounded like he had a race car. When did he get that?
He must be upset. He didn't even finish his Taco Bell.
Says here we give Ship Simulator a 3 out of 5.
Yar! I got dibs on his Nacho Crunch grilled stuffed burrito.
It was extremely ship-like, thus I would say it satisfies its Ship Simulator title.
As with many tycoon games, you really have to wonder if any of the game developers ask the question, will anyone actually want to do this?
Yes, you could develop an amazingly detailed, visually impressive, realistic watching grass grow simulator, but I doubt most people are going to want to lay out $30 for it.
That said, we do like fast food simulation games. Deep frying things is not fun in real life, but in game form, it's delightful.
It is.
Moderately religious behavior.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Joe. Are you fasting for Yom Kippur?
I don't know. Maybe after lunch.
Moderately religious behavior.
Up next, the ship hits the fan. And later, Star Fox on X-Play.
I'm Layla Kaylee, and these are the year's top stories from the feed. It's official, the Nintendo Wii is the year's biggest success story. With a total of 3.19 million consoles sold worldwide, it blew away next-gen competitors PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. As if you aren't excited enough about the Transformers movie, hints of an alternate reality game can be seen in the new trailer. If you caught a glimpse of a website called sector7.org, you're probably already immersed. PC Magazine has released their list of the top 10 most tech-savvy colleges. MIT was a surprising second, coming in just behind Villanova. And finally, the upcoming Xbox 360 game Crackdown features a pass for an early peek at the Halo 3 multiplayer beta. Well, that's all for now. Visit us on the web at g4tv.com/thefeed. It's the only news you need to know. I'm Layla Kaylee, and you have just been fed.
Where did I park my car? Oh, no.
If you have trouble remembering what you don't write down, now there's an easy way to remember everything. It's called My Lil Reminder, the digital voice recorder that records without tape.
Blue section, row 18.
Then reminds you later.
Blue section, row 18.
Just press the button to record.
Milk, juice, butter, and eggs.
Then play back your reminder when it's time. Microtechnology makes it smaller than a business card, perfect for your purse, pocket, or briefcase. Or slip one on your key ring and you'll remember everything.
That's left on Main Street, then go 2 miles and right on Elm.
So easy, even a child can use it.
Don't forget I'll be at Grandma's till 5. The number is 555-282-47.
Perfect for shopping lists, directions, phone numbers, the office, even at school.
Read chapters 6 and 7 for Friday.
And look, My Lil Reminder even has a built-in LED flashlight to give you a little extra light whenever you need it. Use it as a message center for the entire family.
Honey, don't forget to pick up Jessica at 7.
Other digital voice recorders can cost up to $100, but through this special TV offer, you can get My Lil Reminder with built-in flashlight direct from the manufacturer for only $9.99. And because everyone in your family will want one, call now, and we'll send you a second one absolutely free. You just pay shipping and handling. That's right, you get 2 My Lil Reminder digital voice recorders with built-in LED flashlights. And best of all, you get them both for only $9.99. But don't forget to call. Don't forget to call. This offer is not available in stores, so call now. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-807-7191 to order My Little Reminder for only $9.99, and we'll send you a second one absolutely free. So call 1-800-807-7191. Must be 18 or older to order. That's 1-800-807-7191. Call now.
Hi, I'm Alan Thicke here in Las Vegas, the most exciting city on earth, with an offer you cannot refuse.
For a limited time, Tahiti Village, the newest 5-star resort in Las Vegas, is offering a complimentary 3-day, 2-night second honeymoon getaway to Vegas. You'll have the romantic time of your life, and it won't cost you a dime.
You may even stir up a little romantic magic with everything Vegas has to offer. This offer is limited to people who love food, fun, dining, gambling, sports, big shows, big stars, and generally people just loving life. Come on in. The party starts when you get here. Space is limited, fun is not. It's couples only, it's complimentary. Hey, if you call right now, we'll throw in a pair of tickets to one of those fabulous shows right here on the Strip. What happens in Vegas should be happening to you.
Only a limited number of complimentary packages available. Call this number now for details on this special offer.
Moderately pretentious behavior.
Mike, you got the new Iron and Wine CD? Rocks, bro.
Moderately pretentious behavior.
You should probably fear Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
American masculinity is in a crisis. According to a couple of books from 1994 I've been reading, those feminists have been marginalizing boys in schools and insisting on equal funding for sports across gender lines. Can you believe that? Pretending like women's volleyball can ever compete with the breathtaking strategy and laser-focused competition of men's volleyball?
You're gonna have to forgive Morgan. This subject means a lot to her. What she's trying to say is that the only way we can restore American masculinity to the red meat-loving, stripper-groping levels of ages past is to return to a real sport. Men's sports. Like wrestling. Like SmackDown vs. Raw, 2007. A young man, barely alive. He finds himself in a world that's not his making. How did he get here? How does he get home? Screw this. Let's wrestle. It's been a while since we've covered a wrestling game, so we thought we'd throw the fans a bone. Or a chair, as it were. So here's a preview of WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2007.
Man, I can't wait for the action to start.
The 2007 means it takes place in the future. Whoever the wrestlers of the day are, they should be here. And you can wrestle under either the SmackDown or the Raw brand. Boy, what a match. Do you want to fight clean? Of course not. You're not a pussy, are you? So fight dirty, because you always hurt the ones you love. Really, really love. The game doesn't appear to have improved over previous wrestling games. It's still the same grappling, kicking, and jumping. That'll never change. Since X-Play first aired over 73 years ago, we've made just a wee bit of fun at wrestling's expense. We made fun of steroids, we made fun of the silliness. But mostly, we made fun of what we perceived to be the subtle homoerotic content in most wrestling matches. And by most, we mean all. But X-Play has grown. We've gotten your email, so we're not going to talk about the homoeroticism of wrestling. But we will show you. taking things out of context is fun.
That's the name of the game.
Johnny Mosley could tell you that.
What if it snowed in San Francisco?
The wrestlers still look like the real wrestlers. Well, we can't see their back hair or shrunken testicles, so who knows? But that's all an old wives' tale, isn't it? Or if you're Rey Mysterio, just old. Too old to be wrestling in a mask, anyway. In the past, X-Play would emphasize wrestling points with their beloved character, the Masked Wrestler. But he died. Or so we thought. Sometime later, this footage was sent to the X-Play offices. We don't know from whom, we don't know from where. If you've seen this wrestler, do not approach him. We consider him very dangerous and a lame supporting character. Just contact the local authorities, or Adam Sessler. And now, back to the wrestling. You like wrestling? You'll get this game. Why pretend it matters what I say? You know what you're gonna get with it. And we'll tell you more when we know more. WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 is scheduled for release in December 2006. That's the month Jesus was born, which seems sort of appropriate.
Rey Mysterio is my hero. 619 is the area code of my heart.
Yeah, I've always said what American professional wrestling needs to revitalize it is more masks and stomach tattoos.
Well, Rey Mysterio reminds us that whatever language they speak, lower middle class men love to watch muscular guys in lycra grope one another.
But it's about more than steroid-charged homoeroticism. It's about the banter, the trash-talking, poorly scripted pre-fight banter.
Can't believe I co-host a show with someone who thinks there's something more important than steroid-charged homoeroticism.
Moments away. Star Fox on X-Play.
X-Play is brought to you by The Block, coming January 15th at 10, only on G4.
Critics are raving about the #1 movie in America.
I guess.
The Beverly Boys! Hilarious, a romping, stomping good ride.
The comedy night guy.
It's Ben Stiller at his funniest.
Quest for Fire? Over.
Night at the Museum. Rated PG. Now playing.
3 years from now, I can see myself in a house of my own and still learning the trade. Now, I'm an EOA technician. Basically, I deal with the satellite linking between locomotives. I got my associate's and bachelor's degree from ITT Tech. At ITT Tech, they took me through everything from basic components, electronics, all the way through software programming, very quickly. I really enjoyed school. ITT Tech definitely helped me increase my potential. I like to snowboard a lot, go to the beach, ride horses, just have fun. I remember I did roof construction. It burned me up. I thought, I better get in school. The next thing I knew, I was there.
We are educators helping people build a foundation for the rest of their lives. ITT Technical Institute, education for the future. To find out more, call 1-800-327-1172 or visit us on the web. Get an education that can help you reach your goals. ITT Tech has information on financial aid programs for those who qualify. Call 1-800-327-1172 to apply.
I kept seeing these commercials for starting a home-based business. Finally, I checked it out, and it changed my life. What was I waiting for?
Half of all U.S. businesses are home-based. What are you waiting for?
This free service helped me find the perfect home business.
All you need is a computer and a little desire.
Their free success kit made it simple.
Log on now to receive your free success kit.
I got started to supplement my retirement. Now I make $10,000 a month.
I made enough money from my home business to buy a new home.
Home-based business is a $427 billion industry, and over 20,000 home businesses gross over $1 million.
I work only 3 days a week and make $9,000 a month.
We're making $12,000 a month.
And we have more family time.
I'm earning more and working less.
Log on to 125hbb.com. Everything you need to be successful in your home-based business is just a click away. So log on to 125hbb.com and start making money now.
What happens when you take 12 snowboarding animals and force them to work in the same hotel? The Block. Series premiere January 15th at 10, only on G4.
Moderately bi-curious behavior.
Hey, Mike. Hey, yeah. Have you ever thought about kissing another guy?
What?
Moderately bi-curious behavior.
They used to general manage in El Torito. It's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Welcome back to X-Play.
Adorable forest creatures can do so much.
Some of them are delicious.
Some of them are really good at giving relationship advice to Disney heroines.
And some of them are resourceful enough to figure out how to live in an actual city and stop pretending like a 1734.
Oh, raccoons, you're such dazzling urbanites. You're the Dominic Duns of the animal kingdom.
But some of the less metropolitan species do have redeeming abilities, like the capacity to travel through space in classic Nintendo franchises. Here's our review of Star Fox Command for the DS. Since its debut 15 years ago on the SNES, the Star Fox franchise has blasted its way to Nintendo icon status, along with the likes of Mario, Link, and that robot from Gyromite. Okay, maybe not him. Well, guess who's back in the motherfucking house with a fat R-wing for your motherfucking mouth? Yep, the Star Fox team is back, except not all up in your mouth like I said. This time, Nintendo is bringing them to your DS in Star Fox Command. Fox and his crew have returned, only this time, things are a little different. The Star Fox team has been disbanded and scattered across the universe. Falco is brooding, Slippy is getting his toe thingy frogified, and Fox is let to traverse the galaxy with his nubile young ward, Rob, the robot.
Did somebody say space and foxes?
Folks, it's former Senator and American hero, John Glenn.
Prepare for blast off, Adam, my man. This game looks like a one-way rocket to sexy Animal Island.
Mr. Glenn, I'm not sure if this is really appropriate.
Don't rocket block me, Sessler. I went to Comic-Con. I know what's what.
I'm hanging up.
I'm talking about furries, Adam.
There are a lot of things that set this title apart from its predecessors. For starters, you control the plot through a sort of choose-your-own-adventure style interface, allowing you to tailor your own path to arrive at one of several different endings. Oh, should I find Falco or track down Pappy? Oh, what's an anthropomorphic space ranger to do? Star Fox Command also returns this franchise to its roots. Space combat. No more awkward missions on foot. This time around, Fox and friends are all about in-flight ass kickery.
Adam, question.
What is it, Mr. Glenn?
How realistic is the space flight in this game?
Oh, well, I mean, it's not a simulator by any means, but...
Hey, that's great. Now, which one of those hot-to-trot furries is a chick? I'm not in it for the dudes, brother.
I'm hanging up.
My furry name is Mousy McCheesepaws.
The change that's going to take the most getting used to is flight control. Instead of using the directional button, your R-wing is totally stylish controlled. Wait, it's not as bad as it sounds. In fact, it's not bad at all. Sliding the stylus around on the touchscreen/mission map will cause your ship to dip, dive, and slippity-slide with relative ease. Sure, barrel rolls might be tricky at first, but no one said animal-based space combat was gonna be a cakewalk. Star Fox fans, rejoice. This game returns the franchise back to what made it great in the first place. Fast, fun, space combat.
Adam, I'm turning over a new leaf.
Oh no.
From now on, it's all about the robo-love, baby. Coitus roboticus, my man. I got the robot from Gyromite here with me.
Well, I'm just happy he found work. Star Fox Command gets a 4.
Mousy McCheesepaws.
Out of 5.
Nice.
We're done reviewing games, so it's time for the Doritos X-Play Replay.
Ship Simulator got a 3 out of 5 because it's really realistic, but it is still a ship simulator.
And Star Fox got a 4 out of 5 because it manages to bring the engaging flight combat of the original series to the DS.
Only 2 games. I feel slightly as though I was cheated out of my X-Play Replay experience.
Hey, you know what? Why don't we make it up to ourselves with a heap of help with the viewer mail?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yay.
Today's viewer mail comes from Jen.
Hi, Jen.
She writes, Dear X-Play, I am sitting here with my son watching your show and I just saw the most lewd skit, and I am totally disgusted. The 2 guys in a jail cell. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. The simulated prison rape scene for Nintendo DS. I cannot believe that you would air something like this. Kids watching your show for cheats and game reviews have to see this crap, and I am sick.
Dear Jen, we don't do cheats.
Yeah, and that's not how you spell lewd. L-E-W-D.
Lewd is a slang term for quaaludes, as I'm sure you know. It's a barbiturate quite popular with the stay-at-home moms looking for a good time.
But to address the rest of your question, look, Jen, we here at X-Play are about education. And if your kids don't learn about prison sodomy from safe, reliable sources, they're just going to pick it up on the streets.
And children uneducated about prison sodomy are the ones most likely to make mistakes about prison sodomy. Don't you want your son to know how many packs of cigarettes he's worth?
Don't you want your husband to realize his drunk driving conviction could be the first step on the beautiful journey of self-discovery?
Jen, all we want to do is make sure that every prison rape is a wanted prison rape.
It also was pretend.
Yes, it was 2 of our producers, and they were fully clothed.
So, man, perhaps you should reevaluate your life's priorities before you start protesting simulated, fully clothed man-on-man love.
Yes, and this beautiful plea for gender equality comes from the very heart of X-Play.
We have a heart?
I haven't found it yet.
Yeah.
But somebody told me.